We're going to move into Utkatasana. Squat pose, building strength in our glutes, our butt muscles. Now, if you have no knee or back issues, I'd like you to stand with your legs together, like you have one leg. If you have knee or back issues, please take your legs into a hip distance stance. So they should be hip distance apart. This will guarantee a little more safety for your alignment and less pressure on those knees and that back. We're going to take our hands to a prayer position at our heart, lifting our core muscles in and up. We're going to sit back into Utkatasana, holding for 10 seconds. Lift up through your center. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. Exhale, inner thighs pull you deeper into the pose. Stay in it. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. Brace your abs. Exhale, standing up without locking the knees. Beautiful. Preparing. Second set. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back. Hold it down at the bottom. Breathe here. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. Beautiful. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. And exhale, inner thighs pull back. Standing up, turn to face me. You're going to cross your right leg behind your left, taking your arms overhead. Left hand grabs the right wrist, and we bend to the left. So if your right leg is behind, you should be bending in the direction of your front leg. We're bending to the left. Our knees are bent. I want you to tuck your booty under like a scared puppy and push your pelvis forward. We're continuing to open up that side body. Breathing air into the rib cage. Turn the chin down or up on the diagonal, whatever feels best. Lift the chin a hair to engage those underactive neck flexors. While lifting the chin, see if you can soften your sternum, soften the space between the chin and the chest. We tend to tighten that, creates a lot of stiffness. See if you can get soft there. Breathing into that. Beautiful. Inhale, brace your abs, bring yourself back to center, lower the arms. Cross the left leg behind the right, bend the knees, tuck the booty under like a scared puppy, drive that pelvis forward. Arms overhead, right hand grabs the left wrist, side bending to your right. Plug the shoulders down the back, soften the space between the chin and the chest with the chin lifted and the gaze higher than eye level. If you decide to turn your head down on the diagonal or up, I still want to lift to the chin and softening between the chin and the chest. Puff the shoulder blades back. Involve the center of the upper back. Imagine hands on the shoulder blades and you want to reach your back into those hands. The kindest person in your life is behind you and you've had a long day and you're just resting back, allowing them to support you. Keep the bend in the knees, keep the pelvis driving forward. This is kind of like patting your head and rubbing your belly. Lots of different things to think about. Stay lifted through your core, brace your abs, bring yourself back to center. We're now going to take our Utkatasana with a twist. So we'll begin standing at the top of the mat, hands in the prayer. Again, legs hip distance apart if you have knee or back issues. Together, if not, brace the abs, sit back into your chair pose. Twisting, we'll twist to the left, bringing our right tricep or the back of our right upper arm to our left outer thigh. So pushing the thigh into the arm and the arm into the thigh, kind of locking into the pose, softening the distance between the chin and the chest, softening that area, puff the shoulder blades back, allow the rotation from your rib cage and keep your pelvis square to the front of the mat. There's a tendency for the hips to twist and this isn't good for the knees or back. Stay lifted through the muscles way below the belly button that stop your stream of pee. Bring yourself back to center, standing up without locking the knees. Roll those shoulders back with soft knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands into your prayer position. Let's take it to the other side. Sitting back into chair pose, twisting and anchoring our left upper arm onto the outside of our right thigh, pushing the thigh into the upper arm and the upper arm into the thigh, plugging our shoulders down, softening the chest, puffing the shoulder blades back, breathing life into the pose. Feel the bones of your big toes heavy on the floor so we don't supinate. We want to combat that tendency. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Recenter the body, standing up without locking the knees out. We'll step to the center of the mat. Now we're going to be doing a balance pose in the transverse plane. I'm going to show you what a figure 4 looks like first so that you're not confused when I begin turning. So all it is knee flexion, cross that lifted leg over, and sit back into the squat we just did. You'll feel a deep stretch in the outer hip. What I do not want to see, and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this, I do not want to see you round your low back under. I want you to pull the low abs in, squaring the hips to whatever direction you're facing and tipping your pelvis back, creating an arch in your back. The arms are going to be at our side, so they're going to be down at our side straight. We're going to add a turning component because this helps prevent injuries, it helps enhance sports performance, and it's where 90% of injuries occur. So it's really important that you know how to turn and stabilize. It's going to help you in the long run. So extend your right toes to me. We're going to imagine we're there at 12 o'clock. We're going to take them to 3 o'clock, lifting our left leg immediately to knee flexion. Once you have your balance, you'll cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Inner thighs pull you back into the pose. In this pose, we're breathing, we're lifting up through our lower abdominals. Arms are at the side, on the hips. And with the arms on the hips, just square your pelvis to the front of the mat or whatever direction you're facing. Turn back to face me. Extend the left toes to 12 o'clock. Take them to 9 o'clock, lifting your right leg immediately. Find the balance. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Feel free to point the toes once that foot's crossed over. I'll turn and face you. Pointed toes look like this. Dorsiflexion is when your toes are coming towards you like a dorsal fin. Plantar flexion is pointing the toes like a ballet dancer does. So again, let's take that transverse turn to the left one last time. So quarter turn, cross that foot over. Inner thighs pull you back into the pose. Hands on the hips. Puff the shoulder blades back. Tip your tailbone back. Firm your core muscles in and up. Imagine hands on the shoulder blades, puff them back, 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 back. Lift the chin, widen the gap between the chin and the chest. Turn back to face me. Let's go one more time to the first side. Quarter turn to balance, find it. Cross the ankle over. Inner thighs pull you back deep into the pose. Hands on your hips. Pull the shoulder blades together, engaging your traps, your rhomboids. Lift your chin. Soften your gaze. And turn back to face me. From here, we'll step to the top of the mat, stepping our left leg back into a lunge, lifting our core muscles to lower that back knee down. We're going to come into a plank, and from plank, we're going to lift our core muscles in. We're going to lower our knees down, and we're going to lower down to chaturanga, moving forward to up dog, holding up dog for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down to the mat, creating a pillow for the forehead, bracing the abs, wagging the hips side to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to turn and face you. You can stay laying on the ground. Look at my arms quickly. So right arm is at a right angle. Left hand is by the chest. So notice that the right elbow's in the same plane as the shoulder. So when you place that arm down, take a look before you begin spiraling. The left hand is by the chest. The head is turned towards the left hand, and that left leg, while keeping the side of that head down, begins to spiral up and around. Toes are pointed. Low belly is in. Deep lift way below the belly button on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. The spiral will help open up the pec minor, the front of the shoulder, the anterior delt, and the hip flexors if you've been seated for work for long periods of time. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Brace your abs. Slowly rolling through center, setting up our left arm into that right angle with the elbow in the same plane as the shoulder. Right hand by the chest. Turn your head to the right. Keep the side of the head down. Stack the hips as that right leg spirals back and around, the knees bent. The bottom leg the knee can be a little bent as well. Pointed toes of that right leg as it spirals around. Deep lift way below the belly button on those muscles that stop your stream of pee. Breathe with me, incorporating a transcendental meditation mantra to relax your mind. Inhale, think so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, think hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly making your way out of that pose into a comfortable seated position. Great work.